Hey guys, this is Ken the Destructive Saint here, and actually, wait, hold up. Sorry for that little mess up, I forgot to delete that. But anyway, this is what Deku had a chain quirk. And at the bottom, you see, now, the reason why he's looked like this is because I have a little bit of a tool. I have a little bit of a thing I want to add to this, along with this. What if I made. And he also has another ability, that's why he has Dream Void, and has nothing to do with dream or void. But I'll give you a little bit of a handicap. It has something to do with something red. So, yeah, let's go. We go to we go to the past, where we see a white-haired man and a red-eye man talking, sorry about that, talking to someone. He would say, you guys should probably check more on your name, as we see a man who looks back, saying, I know, saying, by the way, I meant to ask you, aren't you guys having a son pretty soon? Oh yeah, Izuki Midoriya, you guys were gonna call him, right? Yes, since we can't have him in our clans, he's gonna die pretty soon. I'm just surprised you hooked up with a human. Yes, especially for a immortal being. Do you really have to bring that up every time, brother? As we see these two are brothers, but what do they mean by immortal being? Now, if you guys are thinking vampire, you guys are sadly mistaken. He's neither a god, either. Well, close to that of a god. He's a demigod. I don't mean like a human and like a god and a human. I mean something different. Like a devil, a demon, you could say. But different. He would be a ghoul, you could say. Not just like Tokyo Ghoul wise. Tokyo Ghoul wise. But he's not actually a ghoul. See, what he is, he's a vampire demonic ghoul. There is not many of their clan left, since they're all been dying out quickly. Now, I have been trying to pick through pictures, and I picked this one since it seemed the best. Now, I will be using different pictures for the second one. That one would fully display how he would act. But yeah. And so yeah. But every single one of the clan members, and actually what they're called are, I don't know how to, I'm not going to say the word, but I'm just going to say they're called the Black Dragon Race. The reason for this, there's no real reason, they just like to be called the Black Dragon Clan. And there's actually one more reason, because that's a foreshadowing, for kind of visibility. Now, I says, but it has nothing to do with fire, any elemental ability. No. Now, with this, but you know what, I should probably just tell you guys, I don't want to. But this ability is known as Red Summoner. What this ability does, basically, you guys know Ren from Ren Akumura, and his blue flames. Basically, it's something like that. But instead of that, actually no, it's nothing like that. The red summoner, basically, it's able to summon things, but not his version of the red summoner. The red summoner is pretty different, so he doesn't actually call it the red summoner. They do, but the ability he calls it will be Red Shadow, and that's because how it works for his place. Due to the fact he's the ever first person in his clan to develop a quirk. He's basically, it's basically like a Kaguya. Have you guys seen one? Basically, it's kind of like that, but why is it called Red Shadow, you may be asking? It's because of the way it acts. See, with his version of the Red Summoner, all he has to do is snap his fingers, and they can form into anything. But he likes to have it very similar to his chain, so it's kind of so. And if he needs, he will turn it into. He can even change the color. Not many people in the clan can, what makes him a prodigy. He can turn it into a different color and turn it into a shop, which black and red is what he mostly goes for. As you guys can see in the picture, he's more, and also white. It's one of his favorite colors: black, red, and white. So let's head back into the story. Anyway, he would be walking. Well, after that, but as in see Izuku being born for being a half human and half of the Dragon Clan, the Black Dragon Clan. Now I'm gonna explain how the Red Summoner works and their what works. Basically, in their arsenal, basically they're to summon dragons and such, summon flames and summon demons and such. But the one thing that they could never summon was an angel, and the reason for this was due to them always demons, since the red eyes and white hair seems interesting, and well, mostly demons were the only people who would go to their contract, since they always summon in blood. But with Tsuku, he's able to summon demons or angels, or even reapers if he wants. Now, I did say it does not work like it, but that doesn't mean he's unable to summon. Summoning is one of their actual many techniques. So, yeah, but the Red Summoner ability works in their favor because they're to summon dragons, dragons, vampires, and others. But they would die out. As soon as Izuku was born, his parents would have to give him over to an orphanage. And, well, the family would die out eventually. So, with them dying out, someone would, how can I put this? No one would really care for Dick. And I said the chain was a quirk, but it's actually an ability. It's not a luck. But the reason why I said quirk is because everyone's gonna think it's a quirk. Well, then you know, he's quirkless. So we go to the present. Well, not really present, but the current time right now. Well, technically it's the present. But yeah, we see Deku, orphanage Deku, still in the little orphanage. When after he got knowing that he was quirkless, no one's ever bothered to talk to him. Actually, well, some of the people at the orphanage did, like the adults. They always talk to him, and he would always have a very good conversation with them. Even especially one of them. This person would always come off and sit down to him and talk every 5 hours. But it would be the best conversation he ever had. He eventually does not trust, and he can barely leave the orphanage. For some reason, the person there never let him leave the orphanage. He would always be confused at this, and here's why. See, when he was passed over, there was actually hunters after their clan. And there's not many people with white hair and red eyes in the world. I'm just gonna say that. So, what I'm trying to say is, no one has white hair and red eyes. Like, I'm deleting. If someone from the actual series has white hair and red eyes, they have a totally different color of hair. So, yeah. Also, I don't know much about My Hero Academia, so I'm kind of going to be going off my own story, and then I'm going to get into the actual story. Also, one more thing. I am merging this with Another World, just so you guys know. I am going to tell you the world. Another World, I'm merging this. I have not watched, like, I can barely remember half of the entire show, but I'm fusing it with Akame ga Kill, and Damachi. Now, why am I doing this? Reasons. Is the reason for this because on a totally different place of the planet, those live those monsters and such. Also, if you guys are wondering, vampires and werewolves do exist. It's just you people barely see them, so people start thinking they were real. Or actually, they never thought they were real. Thought they were mythic. But Deku never did. He would always read books upon vampires and werewolves. But anyway, back to the story. As we go to Deku, finally able to leave. Well, he would sneak out at night, actually, and slowly move into the night. No, I do not have a gold picture yet, so I will. So in the next video, you will be seeing a girl, and this is because he's going to meet one. Now, I don't know exactly which girl picture I'm going to pick, since there's a lot. Actually, I might just go for a comic kill one. You never know. Foreshadowing, I'm joking. No, I'm not going for any of the mods here. I'm just gonna pick certain characters who seem worthy of being in here. So, yes, also sorry if my voice sounds a bit deep, or like you guys can't hear. I'm really sorry for that. I'll try to speak louder. But this deku was going out. As he would bump into someone, as he would fall onto the ground. Also, some of you guys might be wondering, wait, how does that ability, the other ability I had, take on with Void Dream? Well, you'll see. Especially with the non-katana version of the sword. Because it has something to do with energy, and another thing, since I did say you could manipulate it to anything, including energy. So, yeah. And I'm going to be adding a special part to this sword. When he presses a button on it, it'll begin to heat up, and he's able to do something with it. And there's another version on where he can he can press the button without. He has a second button on it where he can press it. Oh, he just hold it down, and then that little thing that's encasing the katana, it'll pop open, but it won't fall off. Instead, he will be able to hold it, and, well, you guys can guess the rest. As he would bump into someone. Anyway, back to the story. I mean, I was already back in the story. But yeah, he would bump into someone. The person would say, sorry, kid, actually. As he would place down the case, saying, keep this safe. Just keep it safe. And he would run off. As he would just hold it, as he would see a werewolf. Mostly a human-like person. But running on 4 legs and ears and a tail. Followed by pale skin with black hair and red eyes and fangs. As they would rush, sorry about the sound, as they would rush at that human that passed, but they would smell a scent that they never smelled in over years, as they would stop and turn their head to look at the kid. They'll go, as they both look, and we'll go back for the kid. And they would go over and go back to pursuing the human. Now, he would go in the forest, because he wants to, since he's out, pop open the case, but as he popped open the case, he heard a scream. And he looked on the side of him to see a monster-like creature. Let me just go to that picture real quick. As it would screech, well, scream technically, and then its form would change. A lot of you guys may have a problem with me always using this. I'm sorry. It's just so good. Also, I would be using, I actually am going to continue the Cyber Asta story. And actually, you guys would see a little foreshadowing for the, or a little hint to a new event that's gonna happen in the Asta story. So, yeah, but with this creature's, the wolf and the vampire that was presumably human would stop and go over to the scream, as they would know what that scream was for and from. They would immediately rush into the forest. And Deku, on the other hand, would just be standing there in fear as the creature would approach slowly but also fastly. Like he's basically sprinting at this point. That's right before it chunked out its claws to try and attack Deku. Chains would begin to wrap around him and hit it. Now you guys might be actually probably mad that I also said this. He's the first ever in the clan to develop a quirk. See, they didn't also know that it wasn't a quirk, just so you guys know. They just saw him producing chains and no one in the clan ever did. So, yeah. As chains, well, only one chain will appear and smack the heck out of the creature. The creature would be hit, sending flying. As he didn't know what it was, as he realized it's gone. He would look around him, checking his body, see if he's dead. He looked down, just in case, since he was kind of like a supernatural kid. He likes stupid. He was just thinking if he was dead. So he would breathe, but the creature would run at full speed this time, actually being faster to the naked eye, but for some reason, Deku saw it in slow motion. As all of a sudden, the box would open up, and, just so you guys know, the weapon, the Void Dream weapon, would pop out, and out of instinct, Deku would grab it, and shift it to block the claw attack, as it would kind of push him back. Doesn't know what's going on, but something begins to he begins to feel I can't speak, adrenaline. And it's raining heavy on my side. Adrenaline, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Pumping, and all of a sudden, his eyes, as I'm gonna tell you this, his eyes used to be green. As they would turn white, or turn red, and he would get a little smirk, as his voice would kind of become demonic and frightening, as he would say, I can't believe I get to fight that once more. God dang. But meanwhile, with Deku, on the other hand, as he looks around to see a chair and someone in the chair, and he would look around as he would hear a voice saying, kid, you're finally awake. Like, huh? As he would turn around and see no one, but then he would look forward and to the person in the little chair trying to sing, welcome to your mindscape. I believe I am your inner conscience. Someone who's been waiting to fight a long time. I heard you say I get to fight again. What does that mean? Oh, you don't remember? As we have a flashback to when Deku was 4 years old, and that doctor, he got in touch with, well, that's adult on the orphanage he was going to the park with. She keeps moving her head over and over just to make sure. As a kid would push him, saying, look at this weakling, and then a couple other kids would join in. As finally, that's when his eyes would shift and Deku would black out. He doesn't know, he didn't know what happened. But when he woke up, everyone was screaming, saying, calling him a monster, and there was blood splattered, cuts around the kids and the adults just rushing in. The pro heroes, oh no, they didn't do anything. See, what happened to the pro heroes? They were all fun, dude. While one pro hero didn't really do anything, since the kid didn't really push him to the brink of death. Also, he didn't mean to, as it seemed to, since his voice kind of changed and he wasn't acting like normal, so because he was pretty cheerful, and it took very hard to bring him down, unless he would pick on others or him. So, yeah, he would pretty much beat him. So he didn't know what happened, and in his review, it looks like the kids kind of deserved it for also using their quirks on him. So he just used his quirk back. It's kind of like payback. That ended the flashback, as I'm not going to get in detail how everything was balanced, since I have my reasons. Oh yeah, since also this video would be I don't know how long I'm gonna make this video. Like probably like 40 or 30 minutes, probably. But Deku would get up, saying, "I don't know what's going on, but I want back control. You want back control? I guess I could give you back control, only if you agree to something. What? We merge." Sorry, what? Deku would say. Well, Zuki would say, saying, "We merge back into one person." As something would catch his attention, that's the character's hair that he's talking to. Hair was actually white, well, while his eyes are red. While meanwhile with Deku, his hair is black, while his other, why? Well, no, there is strands of there is basically a color that will mix into his to turn his hair completely white, because Deku's hair is actually kind of grayish. So he's like, okay. Uh, the two would handshake, and they would merge into one, back into their original self. But this Deku's hair would turn completely white as his eyes would turn red. And actually, to your surprise, he would grow fangs and fangs under his. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't grow, but his teeth will be sharper. I'm just gonna say that. As he would kind of be mad, saying, "Okay, now you pissed me off, you little creature." As he did get hit, as I did kind of hit him, and saying, "You ruined my favorite shirt." As the shirt showed a sun, but it was a red sun. As he would summon his chain, saying, "Now I'm gonna kill you." And summon his chains to attack. And yeah, it would do a lot of damage to the creature, as the vampire and werewolf would arrive shortly after. Well, actually, they arrived, but they were just confused. The creature was getting pushed back by steel. What kind of steel is this? They were wondering, because normal steel can't do it. Not even people with what's a quirk that's made of steel can't do it. So what kind of? Then they realized that's not a quirk. That's what feel mana being amped off, and magic, and something else that they didn't recognize. As soon as they saw the weapon he was holding, they're like, "He has it. The Void Dream." Wait, did he give it to the kid? Why would he do that? You know, he just kill the kid and take it. Wait, it didn't seem like it bonded to him yet. Which means he didn't. None of his blood was dropped on his sword. You can take it. We don't want to harm the kid. Wait, why would he give it to the child? How do you think that we can harm the child? I mean, there's a pretty good reason. I mean, why would we harm a child? I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what we are. They're just, as they can release their contract with the weapon. As soon as everything, as the monster think he's going into a swing, all of a sudden, as soon as the blue connected, a drop. Hold up. Hold up. And well, when the thing swiped, his blood kind of got near the sword. And well, you can guess what happened. The blood dropped, and a screen appeared. Huh? Would you like to form a contract with me? Who's me? Anyway, he wouldn't know what to click, as he would just kill the creature actor and the vampire. Hey kid, did you click the button that said yes yet? No, not really. Still gonna figure out what this is. Touch green slunks. Kid, press no. Why can't I just press yes? Well, something caught their attention. The weapon won't die. Of a contract, they would, and this aura. They realized even if they tried to kill him, he wouldn't die. Now, you guys are probably wondering, wait. They can't die. Yet the other, Yet the other clan members died? What's going on, you may be asking. Well, like I said, they're immortal. Sure, they're a mortal being. But sometimes the clan, some of the type people in the clan aren't so lucky to be immortal. For his parents and his brother and the rest of the clan, they were unfortunate. So, deku was the only one who survived, since he's the only immortal there. Since he's half human and half of the clan, he's pretty good. And the immortal blood kicked in. So, yeah, he's kind of immortal. I mean, you can try to obliterate every single cell, and he would just come right back. Like, he would fade back into existence. Yeah, you can't kill him. So they're like, well, the reason, because the weapon's dangerous. And, well, so, would you guys train me in using it? Yes, you know about it. As their eyes would be like, no. Also, I'll have to pause the video real quick. You would click the button, and, well, that's what I'm going to be ending it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a beautiful day or night, wherever you are. And one more thing. Peace out, my little friends.